Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another monthly recap. It's yours truly, Relentless Trader. Before we jump into it, I do want to say big thank you for all the support that I've been getting towards the channel, for all of you who have been tuning into the live stream and or the audio in the Discord and have been hitting that thumbs up button. Thank you so much for the support. We've been growing slow and steadily, which is good. We are trending in that right direction. So big shout out for that. And of course, my guy Steve, my guy Darnell, who are in the YouTube feed very actively, reminding everybody to hit that thumbs up button and to subscribe to the channel. So if you are a new subscriber, check out the videos. There's tons of videos here, live examples to go through and get good trade ideas in terms of the setups and the strategies that we look for. So we're not going to over talk it. Let's jump right into the monthly recap. Here we are in Trader View. It has been a good month. We're going to, of course, be focusing up on August. So let's put that time frame in there. We will take a quick look at the overall metrics towards the end. But for now, let's focus up on August from the 1st to the 31st here in 2021, right? 2021. Here we go, August. Not a bad month in terms of consistency. Now, earlier on, I started off with some bigger sizing, which is what I think I might do for this month. We'll get more into that later. But bigger size to start, and had some bigger red days, which was fine, but recovered, ended up reducing size as the momentum decreased and stayed consistent. So 4 red days, any month where I can have 5 or less red days is always a good month. It's really, really good to see that consistency overall when it comes to just green days, right? I mean, this on the 17th was a pretty close day. But right now we're on a pretty good green streak, right? I don't really keep track of this stuff. For me, it's just a matter of trying to do better for the next day. Can I improve day over day, week over week, month over month? But we can see here the calendar view is not looking bad at all. Now, the one thing here for this month that I did not like was that I was very inefficient, right? I had a lot of decent green days where I gave back more than 50% of my profits. It's been happening for a while now, luckily bucking the trend on the 30th and continuing with some more efficiency into the new month. But all month long, I was giving back profits, a little bit sloppy here and there, being too aggressive in the wrong areas, looking for follow through. So let's jump right into the details. So we're going to end up $2,855.44 on the month. Now, it's not our best month ever, right? We're shy of 3K, just shy of 3K. It's not our best month ever, but keep that perspective, right? Keep the perspective that I'm here in my room, actually, 2 steps away from my bed, which is right behind this big green screen here, and I'm making all this money, right? So it's not really a bad thing, right? Yes, we do want to, of course, always look at what can be and maybe what will be, right? We want to have that confidence what will be. But 2,800 is not bad, 2 steps away from my bedside. So I'll take it. I'll look to see if I can improve day over day, month over month, as I just mentioned, to be better, right? So daily average gain slash loss is $135, right at my actual overall average, right? I average $135 a day throughout all these green and red days and small green days, big green days. It all averages out to this number here, actually. Daily volume at 30,000 shares. We can actually cut that in half to 15,000 shares because, once you sell the position, they add the other half together, right? Average winning trade, $51. Average losing trade, $35. Not quite the 2-to-1 that I want, right? Not quite the 2-to-1. We are going to have our accuracy for winning trades at 48%. Accuracy for losing trades at 50%. This right here is the biggest metric for me that I am working on personally to become a better trader, right? How can I be more accurate? This month, I think I did figure out something pretty big, which was to not over trade stocks being too aggressive once they're showing good movements to the upside, right? Trade the first setup, wait for the pullback. Do not buy the price action to try and time the follow through, right? That has been killing me. And so I think it's going to play a big role into next month's accuracy chart when we see it. But this stat right here, if I can trade it 55, 60, 65%, that would be something else, man. Winning trades, non-stop, right? Non-stop winning trades. So that's the number one thing that I'm working on here in the Relentless Trading office is the accuracy. But we're going to finish at 48%, which is around our overall percentage, right? Scratch trades at 0.7. We're not going to really get too many of those scratch trades in. Scratch trades are kind of break-even trades. Trades were kind of in and out right away as we didn't see it the direction we wanted. Max consecutive wins are going to be 6. Max consecutive losses is actually going to be 8. So it's going to be a little bit more than our winners. And for me, I want to see a 2-to-1 for everything. If I'm going to have max consecutive wins at 6, can the losses column be at 3, right? So something to improve upon there when it comes to overall consistency. Largest gain, $278. And of course, as I mentioned in the past, my trader view metrics are now per trade, right? Per execution, it's split. So it doesn't show the aggregate anymore. It's now showing per execution. Largest loss is going to be 360. This is going to come on the second day of the month when I got long. I can't remember the stock, but I believe it was like at 840. It's flushed down. It was a bit of a gap and go. Not a good trade. It was a terrible trade. I should have avoided it completely. But that was our largest loss. Average trade gain / loss is $6.73. Trade standard deviation at 63.42. Profit factor at 1.37. Average hold time half a minute. Average hold time for losing trades 20 seconds, right? So we got about 30 seconds to 20 seconds. And once again, I want to see a 2-to-1, right? If I'm holding for 30 seconds, can the losses be cut even faster to 15 seconds, right? So always keeping that in mind. Average position MAE at minus 18.93. So let's look at performance by day of the week. And if you're wondering what this software is, it's TraderView. You can check it out. I'm paying for the silver package, which is $25 a month. Just the cost of doing business. I kind of just pay for it year round. It's not really a problem, right? One of those things that can help you see what you're doing and how you're doing it. There's certain metrics here that I wouldn't have thought of, so it's good to have. It can definitely help me with your trading. $25 a month to become a better trader is not bad at all, right? So performance by day of the week. Monday, we're going to cash in with $730. Thank you to that big green day of $1,000 that we had. Tuesday, we're going to be down $80. Wednesday at 1.3K. Thursday at 441 and Friday at 415. Tuesdays are usually pretty good for me. It's kind of surprising that I didn't do well there. Pre-market, if we look at performance by hour, pre-market, I'm down $8. Between 9:30 and 10 o'clock, I'm going to be up 436, which is on the lower side actually, because that's where the bulk of my gains usually come. When we get towards the end of the video and we look at my overall metrics, we'll see that this is where I usually do the bulk of my gains. Between 10 and 11, I'm at 1.3K, and between 11 and 12, I'm at $903. Now this is that range after the first hour ends, 10:30, 11. We've been seeing opportunities between like 11:05 and 11:45. So at 12, $96, and towards the close, $78. I traded BBIG yesterday towards the close, made some money there. So once again, overall P&L, $2,855 on the month, which is not too bad. So price and volume, right? Let's look at performance by price. Under $2. I mean, under $2 for a full year has not really been doing anything. This is why our trading has to evolve. We have to continue to adapt to the trend, because I used to enjoy trading stocks, penny stocks, actual penny stocks below $1, right? Sometimes they'll go from 50 to 80 to 90, break of 105, 110, all the way to 150, $2. We have not been seeing that at all. I mean, not even once over the last year, to my knowledge. So it's been disappointing there, but between 2 and 5, that's where we start to see some of the momentum. I'm up 850. Between 5 and 9, which I've been doing much better at recently, up 330. I would have wanted to see this range up a little bit higher, right? Between 10 and 20, we're at 1,400. Between 20 and 50, $60. So anything from 5 to 20, I'm doing pretty well on. We're seeing a lot of stocks between like $7 and $14 really giving the moves, right? I feel like these last couple of weeks. Instrument, right? Performance by stock. ZEV is going to be our number one stock this month. ZEV, followed by SGOC, KPLT, ANY, BTBT, and AOV, BBIG, which is from today as well, BBIG, SPRT, and a few more familiar stocks that you guys will definitely have seen. Now, on the red side, these are stocks that did well for the most part that I just got caught on the wrong side of the momentum. ORPH, WORX, Neuro. Neuro was crazy. RHE was pretty good. So I got to work on making sure some of these stocks stay on the right side of the momentum. Capitalizing on the volatility, not falling victim to it. So HJLI, EVK, Works, Neuro, ADTX, SONN, and a few other stocks, AHPI. Performance by volume on a stock. So as we've been seeing since COVID really came around, we've been seeing stocks with a lot more volume. And so let's see, 5 million to 10 million, it's low. In terms of my P&L, as we increase in volume on the stocks, we're seeing more gains. So stocks over 25 million shares, the bulk of my profits are going to come from. So high volume stocks is what I'm trading on a day-to-day basis. So these metrics I don't pay too much attention to. Relative volume for the 50 moving average. I don't really watch too much of that kind of stuff. Let me close this window, man. Somebody seems like they're scraping something out there, sweeping maybe. But not too bad with a lot of the metrics here, right? We're looking good. We're looking blue, looking green all across the board. Market behavior. Some people will take this into consideration a strong amount. For me, as long as the overall market is in a decent place. Of course, we don't want it to be too weak because then it can seep over. But overall, the large caps is what really trade very closely with the overall market. It can seep over to the small caps as well, but for the most part, as long as we have stocks with breaking news, with good volume, and the market is in a decent place overall, we can see good gains. Performance by SPY, day type, inside range, outside range, trend up, trend down. So I'm doing good when the SPY is breaking out, or at least in an inside candle. So when the market is green overall, we see more opportunities. This is a pretty important screen right here. Win-loss expectation. And this is a screen that haunts me the most because we can see right away just looking at this. So remember I said it was not an efficient month for me. I gave back half my profits almost every single day. Let's take a look at the win-loss P&L comparison. Made $10,500 this month, but I lost $7,600. Not good. Not good. Not good. This metrics hurts me the most, even more so than the accuracy. All right, this one hurts me the most, man. The accuracy, yeah, I gotta continue to push for, but the win-loss expectation here, man. Win-loss P&L comparison. I made $10,500 this month, guys. Imagine if I was so good to only lose $1,000 and I finished up 9,500. That's what I need to be able to do. Be efficient. Can I be efficient on a daily basis, man? Starting green, going higher in the green, and ending at the all-time highs for my P&L. The days where we start red and have to come back green, or we're high in the green and we give back profits. It's tough, man. It's tough. It's one of those things that it's really hard on a day-to-day basis to try and capitalize on and be really good at. But it goes to show you, man, even at the level that I'm at now, if I can be more efficient. And this is why I love to review my metrics. It gives me so much inspiration because if I'm making $10,500 in a month now, right? It just goes to show you how high the ceiling is for trading because. And I mentioned a couple days ago, if I peak right now, let's say I just peak today, and I stop getting better, I stop practicing, I stop doing all the things like this that I'm doing now that can make me better, I can make $40,000 a year, right? And that's not including any way of being better, increasing size, practicing X, Y, and Z. So right now, as I am right now, I'm doing $10,500 on a slower month, right? A month, well, let's not put it that way. A month where there was decent action, but where I wasn't really trading to the best of my abilities. And if I could have been more efficient, maybe I could have finished up 6, 7, 8, 9, 10,000, right? So it just goes to show you how powerful trading really is, man. How much money passes through that we must try our best to capture and not give back, right? Because this is incredible right here, man. I could have finished this month up 7,000 had I been more efficient, right? And I knew it though. I knew it on a day to day. I just couldn't get myself where I needed to be with starting green, going higher in the green, and finishing at all time highs. These last 3 days have been pretty good in terms of that, but we definitely got to do a good job. Even yesterday was a little tricky because I was up for something, finished up 285, somewhere in that range. I gave back a good amount of profits, right? So I got to really be careful, man. But that's what I'm taking from this metric here, that I can do better with efficiency and make more on a month, even when things are not quite what they need to be with strong, super strong volatility. Cumulative drawdown, I'm down $865 to start the month, and I have to come back, dig myself out of that hole to now get back to flat. This kind of a thing is not good. We want to, of course, try and be green as much as we can, and be as green as we can if possible, right? So we started red, we curled back up, kind of flat, and not until the 10th is where I really started getting it going, seeing some upwards trajectory, and around the 17th is where things started to take off. And I think the 17th is when we had VRPX, whatever the name of that ticker was that went up to $60. Since then, we've already had two. So SPRT, and so we're seeing some crazy momentum now, man. I gotta look forward to capitalizing as we go. So win-loss versus days, right? On each individual day that I'm ending green versus the days I'm ending red. On my green days, I'm going to finish up $3,995. And my red days, I'm going to give back $1,100 of profits. So I had 16 days in the green versus 5 days in the red. This is why my accuracy on my individual days need to be higher than 50%, because if I can average 65-70% accuracy, right? Let's say some of the better traders are doing it in that range. If I can average 65 to 70% accuracy, this number here goes up by 3 times the amount, really, right? Just let's say 5, 6, 7,000. That's where I'll see the efficiency in the win-loss expectations. So being accurate on every given day matters, man. It really matters. It counts big time. But on my winning days, 50% accuracy. On my losing days, 40% accuracy. And daily average gains on my winning days, 250. Daily average loss on my 5 losing days, 227. This is a little too high, to be honest. And of course, it's because of the 2 big red days that I had to start, which is going to be was that 40% of my red days, which is not good, right? 40% of my red days are going to equate to about 700. So if I avoided those 2 days and not been so aggressive, I definitely could have seen a much lower average daily loss. But that's fine. That's how it goes sometimes, right? Just got to look to improve, right? Can't dwell on it. Just got to do better for this month. Average daily volume, we're at 33,000 shares on my winning days. A little less volume on my losing days, which is good. If it's not as hot, I want to slow it down and take it slow, right? Take it easy. Slow it down, take it easy. Average winning trade, $53 on my green days. Average losing trade, $41 on my red days. But you can see my losing trades now. Average losing trades on my green days at $31. Average losing trades on my red days, $50. So I'm losing more and a higher amount, right? So I got to be very careful. When it's slow, the key thing is to just not push it. Just take it easy, relax. reduce size and just, maybe coming back tomorrow is the next best thing to do, or the best thing to do, right? So profit factor 1.79 versus a 0.56 on my red days. Largest gain 278. Largest gain on my red days 176. Largest loss on my green days 360. Largest loss on my red days 330. So I got to be careful with the bigger red trades. I feel like just not being too aggressive in the wrong areas is what's going to make me better in that area right there. So that's the win-loss expectation. Now we can take a look at the overall P&L. And from there, we can see what we want to do. So trade distribution by day of the week. We traded more on Wednesdays this month than any other week. Performance by day of the week. We did our best. Actually, let's see. This is a little interesting here. We did our best between Monday and Wednesday. But despite, I probably gave back some profits there on those 2 days. So Tuesday, we definitely didn't do super well. But, not too bad, right? Not too bad at all. Not too bad at all. So we did really well between $10 and $20, and of course 5 and 9. Below 2, not so much. Volume, of course. The higher the volume, the better it is. Generally speaking, for me, right? Win-loss P&L comparison. We're gonna see our gains at 9,000, losses at 14, and this is on winning days. On winning days, we also lost, man. So giving back profits, man. Giving back profits is gonna kill you, man. So on green days, I gave back $5,000. Insane, man. Just insane, man. Insane. Crazy. So these metrics are pretty good to look at. It'll get you where you need to be. So I do recommend everyone, even if not TraderView, something else where you can, go check out your metrics, see how you're doing, and look for ways to improve. So when we do take a look at our overall metrics, right? Let's clear everything. So far, and let's do year to date. I feel like year to date is just a little bit more accurate than everything combined. Year to date, we're up $28,918, and let's see. Let's go to the where is it? Let's go to the calendar, right? So we can see how the year has been looking in terms of just green and red days. It's been pretty good, right? Overall. January, February, March, solid. April, not so good. Rebounding in May and June. July, a little bit more tricky with some more red days, but August, pretty solid as well. And looking to bring the intensity, the discipline to September to try my best to have a good, solid green month. So, $28,900. And let's take one more look. Did I import... for September? No, not yet. So we didn't import for today. Today we're up $700. So we're gonna be just over 29,000 on the year as of right now. Our average daily gain for the year has been pretty good, $185.37. We haven't had any major drawdowns, but we have had better months, slower months, good months, slow months. So we definitely want to continue on the right trajectory, which is the upwards trend, and continue pushing, right? Average winning trade 46, average losing trade 25, almost a 2-to-1. Got to get this up there to 50. Continue pushing. My accuracy is coming up slowly, 49.2%, but I got to continue working on cutting out those poor trades to get my accuracy up here to 55. 55 is my real target. Can I increase to 55, and then I'll see what I can do for 60. But I'll take it slow, 1% at a time, to try and get where I need to be. $28,000 from my bedside. Wow, 1 to 2 hours a day. Can't be beat, man. It's pretty good stuff. Pretty good, pretty good. Average hold time winning trades, 4 minutes. Average hold time losing trade, 2 minutes. it's looking all right. Largest loss 412, largest gain 1300. So that's a pretty good ratio right there. So far this year, I made 66,000 and lost 37. So gotta continue trying to be efficient. $800 is going to be my biggest drawdown in July and in August back to back. So I gotta see if I can't, uh, moving forward, have this drawdown trajectory be lower. Right? Can we have lower drawdowns moving forward? We got to be very careful. And the equity curve this year has been looking pretty good. We had some good moves up, sideways right here in April, May. April a bit sideways, May a bit sideways, but overall trending up in the right direction. This is going to be a small drawdown, right? Small drawdown there, but then we're going to keep going. So that's all we got to keep doing, man. Keep grinding, keep pushing. For those of you who are watching on, who are newer traders, 3 years ago, I would have dreamed to be able to do these kinds of numbers. So you got to keep working, right? That's all it's going to come down to. If you've been able to be good at anything, I always tell people you can be good at trading. Whether that's reading, writing, video games, playing a sport, right? Basketball, football, soccer, whatever you want to use as the example. If you've been able to become better at anything, you can become better at trading. But it all comes down to you being very proactive and strategic in terms of what you're looking at, what you're looking for. You have to make it make sense. The market has a lot of variables, but you have to look for the consistency within all the moving parts. And once you find your niche, you got to attack your niche. Continue to be better at it. Continue to improve. Continue to make your recipe even better, right? Continue to strive. We can do it, man. We can do it. You guys see that I'm doing it to a certain level here, and I guess I can say I still. People will tell me that I'm, I guess I'm a full-fledged trader, but I still feel like because I know where I need to be and I'm not there yet, I still feel like I have not fully arrived. The day is going to come where I can say I have arrived, but I'm not going to say it yet. I'm doing a good job so far, but I want to wait before I say that. I'll know when the time is right. But I want to definitely end on a high note here in terms of the motivation. Keep pushing, keep working. You got to be honest with yourself, man. You got to be honest with yourself. You can't cheat the game. If you have to go back and review, you need to make sure no matter what, you need to go back and review. When I first started, 8 hours a day straight, 8 hours a day for an entire summer, I studied. Every religious day, sacrificing, not going anywhere, not allowing myself to go out because of how much of a drive and burning determination at that point in time I was pushing for, to make sure that I needed to be where I needed to be. And I realized that once I got to a certain place, I started slacking off, actually, which is a bad thing, right? I started having a little bit more fun, spending some of my money, doing some, enjoying life. But I was thinking not so long ago, like, it's time to go back in hibernation and really hunker down and reach the next level, because it's only going to take hard work, man. Hard work. You got to work hard, and you got to work hard at working smart. Be strategic. Look at the small nuances and map your trading, track your trading, do everything that you possibly can to ensure success, right? But I'm going to leave it there. I'm not going to over talk it too much. So far, the year is off to a good start. We have a couple more months remaining. Can I get up there to 40, 50,000 by the end of the year? We'll see. I feel good as long as the market can remain in a good state. We'll see what happens. And it seems like ever since COVID, with more traders coming into the market, more volatility overall, we've been, even on our slower months, it hasn't been too bad. We've been able to still rake up some sort of profits. So with that being said, guys, it's been Relentless Trader. And once again, be sure to check out the YouTube channel. Check out everything we have to offer here. All the playlists. Go through everything, and see what you like. Check out the live streams. Check out the recaps. And that's going to do it for this one, right? It's been a decent day. It's been Relentless Trader. I will catch you guys in the next one. Once again, be sure to hit that thumbs up button if you haven't already. If you're new to the channel, consider subscribing. Check out the chat room. That'll be the first link down below. I'll catch you guys in the next one. It's been RT, and I am, of course, signing out.